Ian, if Tuesday night was a learning curve, what was today?
Well, a smack in the face, perfectly honest with you. We've to start that slow. We look tired, but that ain't an excuse, because all you got to do is stay with men to defend a corner. And this is a restart league, and if you don't defend free kicks, corners, and throw-ins, you don't achieve anything. So no, we were very, very poor for 25 minutes.
2 corners, a fluke and a counter-attack. There was a bit of everything really, but Hereford certainly capitalised.
Yes, yeah. Didn't close the ball down in the corner for the counter-attack. Obviously the deflection you can't do anything about, but I still think we can get out a little bit quicker. And the two goals from set plays are criminal at any level.
You'd presumably watched footage of Southport and Chorley, which was similar with the glut of early goals, and probably hoped you'd turned a corner.
Yes, yeah. Well, we haven't seen that. The lads have been magnificent since we've been in, and perhaps some of the results have papered over the cracks, but the cracks were certainly there today, and it's up to us as staff to rectify that and make sure that that doesn't happen again.
At 4-0, you did give it a real go, and I'd probably think you had 60-70% of the possession, but and I guess Hereford was sat in and just content with what they'd got. Yeah,
we didn't. I mean, on the ball we were good and moved the ball, but it's off the ball, and then all of a sudden it's in both boxes. We weren't good enough or strong enough in either one today. A couple of crosses hit the first man, which is poor, but no, we've got to have a vast improvement on that showing.
One man who impressed was Sam McClure. You must be pleased with what he delivered on his debut.
Yeah, he was excellent. I'm pleased for him. I'm not pleased for the result, but he's a good player, and we've got to get the best out of him in the way we set up as well. So formation wise, we'll try and get the best out of him. And another one is Scotty Pollock as well, who's a creative player as well. So we've certainly got some work to do over this next 2-week period.
Are they the two that you almost want to build your attacking play around?
Yes, because they're the most creative, and that's why they've been brought in. I think we're just missing that final product at the top end of the field, but we'll get there. We've got 5 sessions with them now till our next game, and there'll be a lot of hard work going into them.
You obviously desperately wanted to be in the FA Cup next weekend, but you're not, and that might now be a blessing. You've got, like you say, 5 sessions, 2 weeks, and then 2 more home games back to back at the end of the month.
Yeah, and we've, like I've said before, we've got to try and turn this place into something, but we certainly weren't. It was like a sieve today. The way they ran through us, you know, we've got to be so more professional and switched on to stop them. But so a lot of hard work on our behalf, and we've got to make sure that we're ready for the next one here.
1,600 home fans as well, so you've got to keep them on side, haven't you, and use them to your advantage as well.
Yeah, they stayed with us today as well. I mean, I think they saw the effort, but because I've been here before and heard them, but they've been superb. They really have. The crowd, they stuck with us, and they've been really supportive since the day we've come in. But we've got to give them something to shout about. We've got to produce a team that's going to make them proud, and that's what the aim is.
How hard is it taking over? Not mid-season, but early season, because they're not the squad that you've assembled, is it?
No, it's not. But that's the task in hand. And if it was going well, we wouldn't be here. So it's obviously been going wrong. So that's why we're in the building, and we'll work our darndest to make sure that we rectify it and start climbing the league.
And as you've now been here a month, and was that 7 games now? Are you where you thought you'd be? Have you sort of extracted from the players what you hoped?
Yes, we've seen everyone. And like I've said before, players will move on and players will come in. And that's the nature of the beast. It's not personal, it's just different managers and different styles. So we'll definitely be looking and assessing everything and seeing what we can do on and off the field.